Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to be taking a look at three of my Oxford Diecast fire engines, a Volvo pump ladder, a Scania pump ladder, and a MAN pump ladder, and looking at some of the similarities and differences in all three of these. So I'm going to jump right into it. So the first one I'm going to take a look at is the Volvo pump ladder. And this is the newest one in my collection, and it's one of four Volvo pump ladders that Oxford Diecast has released a while ago. So I'm going to try to get it just right. So this is the one of four that Volvo pump ladders that Oxford made, and I was lucky to get this one from South Wales. This is a pretty nice fire engine right here. Definitely a little bit different from some of the other ones I have, but this is a pretty cool one, I have to say. Um, the checkered pattern colors on it, which is pretty cool. It's one of my favorites. Bit similar to got some similarities to some of the other ones that I have. Taking a look around. I'll shut that light off. Might be a bit dark to see this one, so maybe I'll just leave it on. That's probably a little bit better. So you can see the Volvo badge. I'm going to move my camera in a little bit. Might need to make some adjustments here. So as you can see right across the front of it, up there you see the Volvo badge symbol, which is pretty cool. It's got that. Um, Looks like, I don't know what this part of it is right here, but I've seen some videos where the real life thing, these look like there could be extra lights on this top part right here, on this black part. Not too sure if that's true or not. I'm thinking that's probably what it is. Probably some extra lights, maybe. Um, I'm going to zoom out just a little more. Camera back a little more. So, taking a look around from the other side, it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is they've got, I've noticed, is they got like a little, I don't know what this thing is right here above the door. It's like right by the mirror. Looks like not even too sure what that is, but that's different because that isn't on the other side. Oh, you can see right in between the front and back, there's this middle window right here, which is pretty cool. It's another little difference. Then right up here, looks like they got, I'm gonna turn it to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Um, right here, you can see it looks like they have like a light or something for when they're working in the dark, or maybe it's some type of a camera of some sort. I'm not exactly too certain what that thing is, but it's pretty cool. It's got that. And then you see it's got the three ladders, of course. You got the small one right here, the big one in the middle, and then another one on the side, a little smaller than the other one, than the middle ladder, I should say. Pretty cool. And then you see right here, they got the clear light bar on top, which is pretty cool. It's got that. And then there is some small writing on this. It's hard to tell, but it is there. It says DE, and this is across the back part of it. Um, DECYMRU, and then South Wales, so it's got that. Couple of lights right here on this part right here on the back part over the lockers, which is pretty cool. Turning it around, this is also pretty interesting right back here where I think this is where they hook up the hoses. So it's pretty cool. It's got that right back here. Got that extra part. Got some some extra lights back here as well. Looks like some red and blue. And then I'm not too sure what that other color is. It looks orange. And you got this little tool right here. which is pretty cool. Another nice little interesting feature on it, so that's a pretty cool one. So that'll be it for the Volvo pump ladder. The next one, this is the Scania pump ladder. And this one, I have 6 of these, but this one is from the Strathclyde Fire and Rescue Service in Scotland. And this is another pretty interesting model that Oxford made a number of years ago. Got the same thing, the checkered pattern colors over the lockers, and then along the front of the cab right here. Also, you got the crest, fire symbol right there in the middle, right there, which is pretty cool. And then very small writing on the door. It says, it's hard to make out. It says Strathclyde Fire Rescue. But right on the door it says strathclydefire.org right up here. It's pretty small writing, but it's there. Moving it around the front, see it says Scania right below the front window, which is pretty cool. And then got another, this looks like another thing where it's got some extra lights on top, which you kind of addressed in the last one. On the last one, this one's got the clear blue light bar going across the top, which I think all of the Scania fire engines that Oxford made had that, have the blue light bar, or at least the 6 that I have do. Then same thing on the other side too, same design, got the crest right between the 2 doors. No little extra window in the middle, which is different. And you can see the stair steps where they step up to get in on the front and back, which is pretty cool. And then I'm going to zoom out a little more. And then you can see the ladders that they have. On this one, it wasn't like the Volvo one where the small one had where it looked like it kind of curled up a little bit. This one, you just have it like that. Doesn't really look like it curls up. The big one in the middle, then another one right along the side, which is pretty cool. And then looks like they've got another one of those, like a light. I'm gonna try to do my best on this. I might have to zoom out just a little more. Have to raise it up. As I was showing, looks like they got another camera or a light that they use for when they're working in the dark, possibly. I'm not too sure what that is, but that's another one that's also similar to what the Volvo pump ladder had, which is pretty cool. So there's that. And then, sadly, I only have 2 MAN pump ladders from Oxford. I have this one right here, which is from Hertfordshire, and the other one I have is from Avon. But there were 2 others that I meant to get from Oxford. They had one from Devon and Somerset, and the other one is from Grampian. Sadly, I don't have those, but if I should find them somewhere in the future, I'll use those in some of my videos if I ever get them. But this one is a pretty cool one, I have to say. Looking at it right here, it's got the checkered pattern colors like the other 2 do. Quite a bit of some differences here. There's writing on the lockers, or on this locker right here, it says call free phone, and then there's 0800 562 or 587, it looks like 3347 today. It's hard to tell, but it's written there. You got the fire crest right on the door, which is pretty cool. And then the small window right here in between the front and back part, which is pretty cool that it's got that. And then right along here, I might have to try to bring the camera in a bit closer Um, it says Berkhamsted or something like that right here along the door. It's pretty small writing. I don't know if that's for a fire station or what it's for, but it's definitely small and it's written there. So that it maybe it's for a fire station. I don't know. Turning it around, obviously it says "man" on the front of it, and then another difference that that I'm seeing on this one here is it says "fire rescue" right across on this the black part right here. It doesn't have what the other two had, where it looked like they had an extra set of lights at the top. So it's different that it's got that. You also got the mirrors on both sides of the fire engine, which is pretty cool. I'm going to turn it around. And then pretty much the same thing on this side as well. And then you see right here it says www.hertzdirect.org/fire. So it's pretty cool. It's got the website written right there. I know it's pretty small, but it is there. Another thing too that I also see is it's got the camera or the spotlight or the light. Not sure what this thing is right here. So it's got the same thing the other two do. So it's pretty cool. It's got that on it as well. Right up here. I'm going to move back just a little bit. The small ladder is on this side, the passenger side. Definitely different from the Scania one, same as the Volvo one. You got the big one in the middle, of course, that's always been the same. And then you got this ladder right here, another big one on the driver's side. Pretty cool. This one has the same thing. I think I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? Went dark for a second. It's got the clear light bar across the top, which is pretty cool. It's got that. So that's a pretty interesting feature right there. So now that I'm done showing the shiny parts of the truck, give an overall view. Look at this collection right here, and I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Trying to get the camera right. Just right to get all of them in the shot. So I have to say, this is pretty interesting right here. Looking at 3 different fire engines from Oxford that they've made. These are pretty cool ones right here. Trying to get the camera set up just right. So as I was saying, it's pretty interesting to see the look of 3 different ones that Oxford has made. The Scania, the MAN pump, and the Volvo. I have to say I really like the Volvo one. It's definitely different from some of these other ones, and it's great to see that they've decided to make another brand of fire engine, which is pretty cool. I can't wait. I always like seeing what they're going to make next, but there's 3 other Volvo pump ladders that I'm looking to get, and I think that those will be cool for my collection as well when I get them. But I have to say I really liked looking at the differences and similarities on some of these ones. I think they're all really cool and they're pretty nice looking, and it's really nice to see to look at 3 different brands of fire engines that Oxford has made, and these are all pretty cool 1/76 scale models right here. So if you really like collecting their emergency vehicles like these ones, Oxford did a great job. Even though I don't think the two, the Strathclyde and the Hertfordshire fire engines are being, I'm not too sure if those are being run anymore. I don't think I know they're not making the Strathclyde one, and I'm not too sure about the man pump, but I would definitely keep an eye out for those if you're to come across those, as those would be great to get in your collections if you really like these types of models. So that's pretty cool. But I figured I'd take a look, show off um, the differences and similarities and what I think of this. And these are all really cool fire engines, so I really like that I was able to do this video. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please be sure you stay tuned for the next one.